Okay, so this is part two. About August 20th, yeah, August 20th, I see my primary care doctor get everything squared away. And then I see my endocrinologist. And she tells me, you've got to change. You've got to change the way you eat. You've got to get this diabetes under control. Because if you don't, it's going to kill you. It's going to be horrible. So I'm like, okay, doc. About this time, I have got a colonoscopy scheduled for September 5th. All right. So we're about a week or so away from that. So my endo puts me on a long acting insulin that I have to take once a day. All right. That that goes moderately okay. My blood sugar is still way higher than it should be, but it's coming down. It's coming down. Um, I had started to watch what I eat, counting carbs. It's all about carbs, and I am one of those people. Food is my weakness. Also, what I didn't include in the first video is that I also suffer from depression, and because of that depression, kinds of things. Um, I have mood swings. I get like really down sometimes. All I want to do is sleep all day. And either because of the depression medication that I've been on forever and the diabetes, I have no libido whatsoever. None, zero, nothing. Nothing down there is working. Okay. Not, not good. I have a wife, not good. So I got to do something about this. And I'm hoping, okay, I knew I was going to have to get on insulin. It was, to me, getting on insulin was, okay, that was the final step. That was the last straw. So my partying days, they're over. The days that I could eat whatever I want, whenever I want, were over. I cannot do that anymore. I cannot, you know, go and eat a whole damn pizza by myself. Just none of that. I can't do that anymore. Got to lay off the fast food. I knew that anyway. Uh, just the way the economy is now, fast food is like insanely expensive. So got to lay off all the junk food and all of that. Got to lay it off. So my endocrinologist, lovely woman. But the first day I meet her, she looks kind of mean. I'm not gonna lie, she's kind of mean looking. She could have been having a bad day. This was kind of mid afternoon. You know, be that as it may, she was the fourth endo that I've been to. The first guy I did not like. The first guy I didn't like. The second guy I didn't like because couldn't understand a damn word that he said. And he acted like he didn't really want to be there. I guess I wouldn't want to be, you see a bunch of overweight people all the time going, Doc, fix me, fix me. Okay. But I didn't like him because he had a thick accent and I couldn't understand him. So uh, the third one, I didn't like her either because going to her was like being on a quiz show because, I'd tell her what was wrong. She'd ask me, she wouldn't ask me anything. I'd tell her, blah, blah, blah. And why do you think that is? What do you think that's happening? I don't know, Doc. That's why I am here. You're supposed to be telling me this stuff. This isn't a quiz show. I'm not on Jeopardy. So I stopped going there. So I went to a new one again, a little further drive. My whole thing was I didn't like to drive a whole long way because I am I'm a house dad. I am a stay-at-home dad. Have been for almost 13 years now. So I make the lunches. I clean the house. I pick the kids up. I take the kids. I pick them up, run them to their appointments. I do all that. My wife is the breadwinner. More on that later. We're not going to go into that in this video. But Um, so I go to this, a little further drive. I go to this new endo. I like her. Like I said, she looks kind of mad. She looks a little mean, but she, she's very thorough. She checks my A1C and goes, no, this has got to, you got to stop this. She puts me on the, uh, the slow acting, take once a day insulin. It's, I can see I could see a difference almost right away. My blood sugar was still higher than it needed to be, but there was some improvement. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up this edition, this part. We're going to move on to part three. See you guys in a few minutes.